course, I have to keep going because I lost rating in that last episode. 1500s guy. Pretty standard team. Sinister does well against Dondozo, so I need to be careful of that. So again, I like Taurus. Golden goes lead with Dondozo. Even if there is a Sinister, I still think that's correct. I don't like Murkrow here, especially because of the NDD. And Archelodon is kind of average in this. That's not a cool training card. Understandable. Right. Obviously, I can KO the Sneasler with a Flare Blitz. They are intimidated. They'd be able to KO me and respond. In response, I should say. So let's go for Flare Blitz here. And they are a madman if they close combat immediately. Oh. Oh. Well, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Ugh. That's the first time that's happened for me, and now that's a loss again, isn't it? Can the GC ever go well? Like, seriously, can the GC just ever go well? Come on. Give me some sort of break. Ugh. Do you want to know what the reason for that is, that it just randomly closes like that? Because, like, my internet is solid. I've got really good internet. It was clearly just a glitch there in the software. Like what is the reason for that? Because I think that that lead was in my favor. We'll never know how it went. But that's a loss for me. And that's really annoying because I was in a good position. And now I've lost 3 games and won 1 from that good position that I was content to leave. And then I just made the decision to carry on. So, excellent. So, it is going to count as a loss. And I reckon that's got to be the most frustrating kind of loss, because that was just completely out of my control. That was just the game not being perfect, unfortunately. So that's going to be a loss. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. Wonderful. I love the GC so much. Whenever it's starting to give me hope, it just yanks it away immediately. Excellent. Alright, 1500s guy. And again, just the hyper offense team. So, it's definitely Murkrow. Let's go Golden Go. Let's go Dondozo. Let's go Tatsugiri. Whatever at this point. I do find it interesting how some people do find relative consistency across GCs. And yet I have not been able to find that ever. I've got exactly the opposite, where it's just I cannot do a very good run. Like, maybe it's the teams I bring, but I think this team is entirely reasonable for closed team sheet best of 1. I mean, software closing is always a frustrating one. There's nothing I can do with that. Got a high horsepower miss in the previous episode and also a crit in the previous episode, and that's a cool training card. Understandable. I'm content with this as a lead though, because if I just get the huge damage into the Ursaluna, then I'm basically sorted. Because I get to match Tailwind and get the... to be fair, Terra Steel just Oko's Ursaluna. It just depends if they protect or not. Because if they protect, then protect and Tailwind means that they can just Flare Blitz me next turn, which is not ideal. So I'll just regular make it rain. And if they don't protect, then I could have just OHKO'd them. Obviously the Talonflame can have Will-O-Wisp as well and all that, but I don't think it particularly matters in this matchup because the Pokemon they have are so frail that a burn doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm content with this. This is just free damage onto the Sneasler. This is a KO onto the Sneasler, right? Unless they double switch into the Indeedee as well, but they aren't, so yeah. It's a shame I didn't Terra Steel, because that's definitely going to KO the Sneasler, and I don't think it quite does now. But big damage. Yeah, not quite. Terra Steel would have been good there. So they should Flare Blitz my Golden Go, and probably Dire Claw my Murkrow. So I'm going to Foul Play the Talonflame. Let's do with Dire Claw stuff. If I allow the Sneasler. I'm going to Foul Play the Talonflame. I'll risk the Dire Claw. This should absolutely be a Flare Blitz into the Dondo zone. If it's not, what's going on? Because it kind of has to be. As such. Then just don't do a Dire Claw thing, please. Oh, good play, good play. Very solid, very solid. But this is a KO Talonflame now, which is pretty sweet. So I think things are looking pretty good, because the Sneasler's in range of just Foul Play as well. So what I can do is I can protect the Dondozo and Foul Play the Sneasler. If they bring in the Indeedee, then they can't touch the Murkrow, and if they bring in Ursaluna, they underspeed me, so therefore I can just KO the Sneasler anyway, so long as a Dire Claw thing doesn't happen. And then I'm basically sorted. Yeah, there's the Ursaluna. So I shall Foul Play and protect here. Get some lefties while I'm at it. Terra Normal. No reason not to. You get rid of your weakness and you do more damage. Okay, they're trying for a Dire Claw, don't do it. Good, good. And I'd actually prefer this to be Hyper Voice, because then I get a paid switch to Golden Go. It is Hyper Voice, cool. Okay, reasonable. Shame I didn't switch an Earthquake, because that would have won the game on the spot, but we'll deal with that. So one would assume it's Indeedee waiting in the back. It's always Golden Go first, because I can decide if I want to switch into Satsuki later. So I think I do just make it rain, correct? With a Terra Steel. I have them pinned if I Terra Steel. Yeah, so I Terra Steel, make it rain, and I just attack. Right? I think this is just a win, and I can't see how it's not. Because they can't even Trick Room if I do this. So, I believe I have got the victory. They do protect. I assume this is going to be a last-ditch attempt to Trick Room. Nope, just Expanding Force. That's fine. Because that's not going to KO either Pokemon, because my EVs are clutch. I shouldn't quite KO myself based on this damage, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter if I do. I just make it rain and Dragon Pulse. Like, I have won the game. I don't even KO myself because I did so much damage. I brought it to the sash. So game is definitely sealed. Good. And I think I can just attack here if I want, because I've got the sash on the Tatsugiri as well. But I'm pretty sure it is most optimal to switch to Tatsugiri first. And it doesn't really matter. Like, yes, I probably shouldn't KO myself so that the Tatsugiri goes down to its sash, but it doesn't matter, because I outspeed. And I just have enough attacks. I mean, technically this is probably a bit quicker. Not quicker because of all the animations. Because this won't KO, and I'll KO myself. But they have 2 life orb ticks anyway, so it's a shame I didn't do slightly more so that the life will KO themselves to speed it up. So bring me to the sash, obviously. Okay, that was reasonable. I think that the lead in the first game was reasonable, and I should be much higher than I am now. No, not Draco. It doesn't matter, because I'm making rain. But, you know. So, yeah, still entirely average at the moment. I reckon if I get comfortable top 128, I'll just stop, because the GC keeps GCing me. So I should be back to, what, 1640 now? So if I win 2 more games, maybe 3, then that would be comfortable enough, I think. So I think it is still probably optimal to just keep going with this one, because there seems to be fewer players, and therefore a rating of like 1700 will be higher placing than normal. And maybe there'll be a resurgence when Reg G comes back in the... And also there'll be the Japanese players coming in the global challenges. I can't remember specifically when global challenges over Grand Challenge. But yeah, there'll be all the Japanese players in there as well, which distorts the ratings. So then you don't know where you are. Like with my 226, if there's a load of Japanese players, maybe I'm actually in the top 128 because there's 100 Japanese players ahead of me. So I think it is probably optimal to just keep going with this, especially if I'm facing a 1600s guy as well. Using the standard team as well. Right, so let's go with what has been working so far. And yep, let's Tondozo it. No reasons to change anything up. Like, if they lead with Electabuzz, that's not ideal for my Make It Rain. I mean, I can taunt it, but then they just spam Electro Web, and that's still not the most ideal. I mean, Shadow Ball still chunk the Electabuzz, to be fair. Probably 2 shots it with a Light Fall. Especially so if I just get a little bit of chip with Foul Play. That's not a cool trainer card. So we're in exactly the same position of do they protect and Tailwind or do they attack and Tailwind? Alright, this time I'm going to Terra. This one is not going to protect. This one is just going to attack. As the previous one just switched. I will just do the extra damage and KO the Sneasler immediately on the switch, or whatever. Just attack with the Yasluna, please. This goes horribly wrong straight away if you don't. But it immediately wins the game if you do. I mean, theoretically immediately wins the game. We will see. Okay, don't protect. Because you didn't switch, don't protect. Otherwise you get to Flare Blitz KO me. And then things aren't ideal. Ooh. Nice, nice. That's a good start then. Because that's a wasted terror. Because this Oko's. Very good. I'll take this as a start. Yes, but that is matched, and then you're Oko'd, right? This is strong enough to just Oko the regular Ursaluna. Pretty strong Golden Go. Nice and strong. Very good. That is a fantastic start. So I think only Diaclaw shenanigans can stop me now. There's the Sneasler. They obviously want to close combat me. So what's the way of doing this? I've got such an advantage. I've surely got it. They could Flare Blitz as well, actually, to be fair. I think I'm going to immediately Dondozo. Which way around do I do it? Because they could Flare Blitz and close combat that slot. I think I'll do it this way around because the Diaclaw would be the issue, and that's the most likely to go into the Murkrow slot. So I'll do it this way around. And the nice thing is if they... I actually kind of want them to burn me, because then they can't Diaclaw stasis me. Hopefully it's Flare Blitz and Flare Blitz the Golden Go, Diaclaw the Murkrow would be the most ideal. Close combat would be okay as well because it drops their defense so that I actually... Oh, okay, they did it that way around. And they're going to close combat, right? Nope. Oh, okay. Wow, they would have just let me make it rain again. Interesting. Right, so Sneasler is the issue, right? So the Burned Earthquake should still get it. Right? And they've used their Terror, so they can't stop this. So... Oh, that's even better. I break the sash on the NDD. Oh yeah, of course, they need to do this so that they outspeed. So now it is just Diaclaw is the only thing that can save them. And they have to get something on this turn. It has to be Paralysis into full para or Sleep. If they don't get any of those, I just win. So, can I please not get unlucky? Especially with a critical hit. Come on, game. Come on. This is so unreasonable. Like, come on. Give me something. Crit and Sleep. What did I do to get this cursed? Like, seriously. I've said throughout the entire run, it does even out. Like, does it? Does it actually? Because if I don't wake up here, this is not a good position. Come on. This is so unreasonable. I would like to qualify for Worlds. I would like points. Points are nice. I guess I try and protect to get some extra leftovers so that... nope, of course not. But hopefully I survive the first attack. Oh, they die close, so I do. Okay, and then Expanding Force, right? Okay, cool. So it's still not over. Because I get to go for Murkrow first and get Tailwind. Right, what's the way of doing this? Because this is definitely still possible. Because I can't let them get Trick Room. So if I go Murkrow and I foul play the Indeedee and Draco the Indeedee, they can't Trick Room. Unless they Diaclaw my Tatsugiri and get a status again. Is Dragon Pulse and Foul Play strong enough? I don't think it is, so I'm going to Draco. Yeah, I don't want the Tailwind as they Trick Room. So I'm going to just attack like this. I might lose the Tatsugiri, but then if I've broken the Sash on the Indeedee... No, this doesn't work, does it? Because Golden goes Terrid. I forgot the Golden was Terrid. This doesn't work. This worked perfectly. Okay, lovely. Tatsugiri, do a thing. Okay, cool. So Dragon Pulse would have got it based on that. No, it still doesn't particularly work, does it? Because I've Terrid on the Golden Go. Okay, so I think I have to protect and foul play as they spend a turn tailwinding. And if they don't tailwind, I just KO them. Because then I'll be able to 3v1 the Sneasler, right? I should still be okay. If they Diaclaw and get a thing on Murkrow, that's the way back for them, but they have to attack Tatsugiri here, right? Yes, they do. Good. I can still play the game. This KOs the Talonflame because they didn't Tailwind. Oh, even if they did, I outspeed. Doesn't matter, the game was broken. No, I don't outspeed. Okay, fair enough. Why don't I? Because I'm in Tailwind, aren't I? Oh no, I didn't click Tailwind. That's why. But yeah, their Tailwind doesn't matter here. So, and now I should be able to 3v1. So, let's go for... I could get cheeky and switch the Tatsugiri as they try to Diaclaw. Have they close combated yet? They haven't yet. Okay. No, I think it's still optimal to switch to Golden Go, because if they close combat, the foul play does more. And if they Diaclaw, then... That's not throwing, is it? So I also reset the special attack on the Tatsugiri. So yeah, I'm going to switch to Golden Go and foul play. Perish Song's not correct, is it? It's just foul play. So if they close combat, that's fine. They did Claw the Murkrow, fair enough. Don't do it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Cool. I can't be stopped now. Make it rain and foul play. Because if they close combat, foul play KOs them. So they are pinned. Excellent. Right, even with that crit sleep, still managed to break through. I will take that, and hopefully that's the end of that, because I still need to keep going, because I'm not back to where I was previously, and I want to get at least top 128 because I was there. So, obviously that disconnect is not ideal, because that was basically, like, it's effectively minus 30 points, because you lose 15 when I could have got 15, because I think I was in a pretty reasonable position there. But I gotta keep going.